If you're over 60, there's one shift happening right now that could change how you see the rest of your life. Most people your age will miss it completely, and by the time they realize it, it'll be too late. But if you stay with me until the end, you'll understand exactly what's unfolding tonight and why it matters to you. Listen carefully. Do not skip this message. What I'm about to share with you may be the most urgent truth you will ever hear, and I promise you no one else is telling you this. Stay with me until the end, because there's something hidden, something powerful that could change the rest of your life. I will reveal it before we close. If you leave early, you will miss it. Now, let me ask you, where are you listening from right now? What city? Drop it in the comments. I want to see seniors from across this country and across the world speaking up, because this message, though it is for every senior, is also for you personally. And while you are here, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss any message I share with you here. At this stage of life, your 60s, 70s, 80s, it's easy to believe society's lie that your best days are behind you, that your story has already been written. But tonight, yes, tonight, there's a choice you must make, either to believe that lie or to awaken to the truth that's been hidden from you. And the truth is, your influence, your wisdom, and your authority are greater now than ever before, but only if you recognize it, and only if you act immediately. That's why I'm asking you to lean in, stay with me, and listen carefully to every word I'm about to say. If you skip anything, you won't understand the whole picture. And if you miss this, you risk missing the opportunity of your lifetime. I will walk you through 6 powerful preparations. Preparations no one else is talking about, not the ones you've heard 100 times about eating healthy or saving money. These are deeper, hidden, transformational. Each preparation connects to the next, and together they build toward the one truth no one else is telling you. By the time you hear the 6th preparation, you'll understand the hidden key that can change your future. So do not leave early, stay with me, this is urgent. The first preparation you must make is mental. After 60, your mind can either become your strongest ally or your greatest enemy. Most people around you are unconsciously programming themselves to decline. They accept the belief that after a certain age, their brain slows down, their opportunities shrink, and their contribution fades. But here's what most don't know. Your brain is capable of regeneration at any age. Neuroplasticity doesn't end at 30 or 40, it continues as long as you keep challenging your mind. The hidden danger is complacency. If you stop learning, if you stop stretching your thinking, your mind begins to collapse inward. So here's what I suggest. Starting tonight, train your brain with intentional focus. Use tools like the 31-day daily high-impact planner to set one small mental challenge every day. It doesn't need to be massive. It can be learning a new concept, reading a new book, or even engaging in meaningful conversations. Because if your mind is not prepared for what I will reveal later in this video, you won't be able to grasp it, let alone act on it. Let me give you an example. A man named Robert, 72 years old, from Texas, told me something powerful. He said, "I realized my television was teaching me more than my own choices were, and the day I decided to take back control of my thoughts, I felt 20 years younger." Robert is not an exception. He is a mirror of what's possible, and so are you. Let me pause and ask you this. What's the biggest mental challenge you faced after turning 60? Put it in the comments. Not just for me, but for others reading too. Because your story might be the breakthrough someone else needs. Now, why am I pressing so much on your mental preparation? Because the truth I will share with you at the end of this message requires a mindset shift. If you don't train your mind to expect growth instead of decline, you won't be ready to receive it. Think about it. What if tonight was your chance to reprogram your destiny? What if you could step into the next decade of your life sharper, stronger, and more impactful than you've ever been? But here's the danger. If you ignore this, if you shrug it off, you risk becoming a bystander in your own life story, and that is something you cannot afford. So, tonight, your first preparation is to strengthen your mental readiness. Protect your thoughts. Challenge your mind. Stretch yourself daily. Use your planner. Because the truth is coming. The hidden message, the one no one has told you, will demand every bit of clarity you can summon. And without mental readiness, you'll miss it completely. And let me say this again. Stay with me. Do not skip anything I share next. Each preparation builds towards something far greater, something urgent, something you need to hear tonight. If you're still here, it's because something inside you knows this is not an ordinary message. This isn't another feel-good talk. This is urgent. This is a wake-up call. What I'm telling you tonight is a window that is open right now, but it will not stay open forever. If you're over 60, what you do in the next few months, no, the next few days, will shape not just the quality of your future, but the legacy you leave. And the truth is, almost no one is talking about this. No one wants you to see the pattern you're in. It's hidden in plain sight, and yet, it's controlling the lives of millions of seniors in America. We talked about your mind, how mental readiness can be your strongest ally. Now, we need to go deeper, much deeper. Because there's something at the core of your life that, if left unprepared, will make every other preparation meaningless. The second preparation is the one almost nobody talks about. It's spiritual readiness. Here's the truth. You are not just a mind. You are not just a body. You are a soul. And after 60, your spiritual influence becomes stronger than it's ever been. It's not a weakness. It's an untapped power. But here's the hidden pattern. Most people ignore it. They let their inner life wither while focusing only on the visible. That's why I'm telling you this now. Because the hidden truth you're about to hear later in this message requires not only a sharp mind, but a rooted spirit. If your inner life is unstable, the coming years will shake you in ways you're not prepared for. This isn't fear. This is reality. Look around. Societies in chaos. Families divided. Communities fragmented. People confused about what's real. Seniors, instead of being pillars of strength, are being pushed to the margins. Told to retire quietly, to fade. But what no one tells you is that your spiritual authority can push back the darkness. You are meant to be a stabilizing force, not a silent observer. Science already confirms what ancient wisdom taught. Regular spiritual practices strengthen your immune system, reduce stress, increase mental clarity, and lengthen your lifespan. But that's not the real reason I'm telling you this. The real reason is this. If you do not prepare spiritually, you will be unready for the opportunities and challenges that are coming to people your age in the next decade. There's a shift happening, a generational pivot. Seniors are at the tipping point of a massive transfer of influence, knowledge, and leadership. But if you are spiritually asleep, you will miss your chance. Let me ask you this, and I want you to answer in the comments below. How do you nurture your inner life today? Do you pray? Do you reflect? Do you take time each day to feed your soul? Type yes if you already have a daily spiritual practice. Type need if you know you need to start. Let's see how many of you are awake to this right now. And if you have a method or practice that strengthens your inner life, something that has worked for you, share it in the comments so others can learn. This isn't just about you. It's about building a community of seniors who lift one another up. This is where the 31-day daily high-impact planner I mentioned before becomes even more powerful. Don't just use it for your mental challenges. Use it to schedule your spiritual ones. A short prayer each morning. A 5-minute reflection in the evening. Writing down one thing you're grateful for. Tiny steps daily. This is how you rewire not just your mind, but your inner being. Because the truth I will reveal later will not just challenge your thinking. It will require your soul to be ready. A woman named Evelyn, 68, from Ohio, wrote to me last month. She said she felt invisible, even in her own family. Then she began what she called her daily 5 minutes of prayer. 5 minutes of gratitude. 5 minutes of reading something uplifting. Within weeks, her children began calling her for advice again. They said she felt different. Evelyn didn't change her appearance. She changed her atmosphere. And that is what spiritual readiness does. It shifts the atmosphere around you. Now listen carefully. What you're seeing in the world right now, the confusion, the rapid changes, the sense of instability, is not random. It's a pattern. It's been building for decades. And seniors, people like you, are at the center of it. But this pattern is invisible to most people because they're distracted. They're scrolling. Not seeing. They're busy. Not awake. That's why this message found you now. Because you're not meant to be a bystander. You're meant to be a lighthouse. So far we've talked about mental readiness and spiritual readiness. But that's only the beginning. In the next step, we're going to move into something even more overlooked. Something that, if you neglect it, will undermine everything else. And please, do not skip. If you've been multitasking, stop. Come back. Everything I'm saying connects. Miss one link, and you won't understand the full message. Your spiritual readiness is not optional. It's the foundation. Without it, the hidden truth you're about to hear will either scare you or pass you by. With it, you'll see the opportunity that almost no one else sees. Type in the comments now, "I'm awake," if you're ready to strengthen your inner life. Say, "I'm ready," if you're committed to this journey. Let's fill this space with commitment. Because the next preparation I'm about to share with you is going to surprise you. Almost no one talks about it. And yet, it might be the very thing that saves your health, your relationships, and your future. If you're still listening right now, you're not here by accident. This message found you because there's something about your future that cannot wait. Tonight is not just another night. It is a moment of decision. If you're over 60, I want you to hear me clearly. You are standing at the edge of a shift that will either elevate you or leave you behind. And this isn't about fear. It's about being ready. So far, you've prepared your mind and begun to awaken your spirit. But without the third preparation, the rest will crumble. Most people never even think about this part, which is why it's destroying their influence silently. I need you to listen carefully now. Don't skip anything. What I'm about to share is urgent, hidden, and deeply personal. This third preparation is your physical readiness. Not in the way you've been told for decades, eat less sugar or walk more. That's surface level. I'm talking about a deeper physical readiness, the kind that allows you to sustain energy, clarity, and presence for what's coming. Here's the hidden truth. After 60, your body doesn't just respond to food and exercise. It responds to purpose. Seniors with no sense of mission deteriorate faster, even if they eat perfectly. Seniors with a clear sense of mission maintain vitality, even with ordinary habits. The pattern nobody wants you to see is this. When society convinces seniors they're done, their physical bodies start shutting down, not because of age alone, but because their biology stops receiving signals of purpose. That means every ache, every dip in energy, every sleepless night may not just be about aging, it may be your body echoing your beliefs. Medical research now shows that your cells respond differently when you believe your life has meaning. Seniors who actively set goals, contribute, and plan live longer, heal faster, and stay sharper. This is called psychobiological alignment, and it's rarely talked about in public. So here's my challenge. Reconnect your body to your purpose. Treat your physical preparation not as maintenance, but as training for your next mission. Eat, move, rest, and breathe, as if you're preparing to step into your most influential decade yet, because you are. Let me ask you directly, and I want to see your answers in the comments. When you wake up in the morning, do you feel energized or tired? Do you believe your body still has a mission? Type energy if you feel ready to reclaim your vitality. Type mission if you're ready to give your body a reason to stay strong. And if you've discovered a practice that has helped you regain energy after 60, share it below. Your comment may be the spark another senior needs to change their life. This is where your 31-day daily high-impact planner becomes a secret weapon. Don't just fill it with mental and spiritual goals, use it to track your physical choices. Write down one act per day that connects your body with your purpose. It could be a 15-minute purposeful walk where you visualize your future. It could be stretching before you pray. It could be choosing food that fuels your mind instead of numbs it. Tiny consistent acts send powerful signals to your cells. I am not done, I am preparing, I have a mission. Let me tell you about Harold, 74, from Florida. He wrote to me saying, I thought my health was just declining because of age, but I realized I had no reason to get up each day. I decided to mentor young entrepreneurs twice a week. Within months, my doctor was stunned, my blood pressure dropped, my sleep improved, my energy skyrocketed. Harold didn't change his age, he changed his signals. And his body responded. Now I need you to grasp something deeper. We're not just talking about health, we're talking about being physically present for the opportunities and responsibilities ahead. There are shifts happening, economic, technological, societal, that will create new roles for seniors unlike anything before. Those who are physically prepared will step into influence, those who are not will be sidelined. This is why this message is urgent, because if you wait until you feel ready, it will be too late. Physical readiness is not about waiting for a crisis, it's about building capacity before the crisis arrives. You've prepared your mind, you're awakening your spirit, you're beginning to train your body with purpose. But the next preparation will surprise you, it's not one you'll hear on TV or read in most books. In fact, it's so overlooked that it quietly shapes entire generations without anyone noticing. I'll explain it in a moment, but you must not miss it. Every preparation is connected, and without this next one, the first three will not hold. If you're feeling a stirring inside you right now, that's not an accident, that's your body responding to a call. It's time to take it seriously. Type in the comments, I'm building my strength if you're committed to reconnecting your body and your purpose. Type I'm ready if you're preparing for what's coming. And as you do, remember this, the sixth preparation, the one we will arrive at soon, is the most important of all. It's tied to a hidden truth no one has told you, a pattern that's been right in front of you but unseen. Stay with me, what's next will open your eyes in a way you didn't expect. Listen to me carefully right now, you are standing at the hinge of history. This message found you for a reason because there's something about your role and what's coming that cannot be delayed. If you're over 60, what I'm about to tell you is not just important, it is generational. You've strengthened your mind, awakened your spirit, and begun to prepare your body. But none of that matters if you ignore this next preparation. This is the one that connects everything together and multiplies your impact long after you're gone. This fourth preparation is your generational preparation. Here's the hidden truth no one is telling you. The greatest power you have is not your savings or your time. It's your ability to transfer what you know, who you are, and what you've discovered to those coming after you. Society has tricked seniors into thinking their role ends with retirement. That is a lie. Seniors who embrace their generational role, who actively pass on wisdom, discipline, and vision, extend their influence far beyond their years. The hidden pattern is this. Families, communities, even nations rise or collapse when one generation deliberately equips the next. When that link breaks, everything built over decades dissolves in a single generation. And right now, around the world, that link is under attack. You are living in the first era where seniors are being quietly disconnected from the young by technology, by culture, by design. And when the connection breaks, so does the transfer of wisdom. What most don't realize is that legacy isn't just inheritance, it's alignment. The principles you live, the standards you hold, and the habits you pass on literally program the future. Neuroscience confirms that habits, mindsets, even resilience markers travel generationally, sometimes epigenetically. In simple words, how you live now creates a blueprint that your children, grandchildren, and community will follow long after you're gone. That's why this is urgent. You're not just preparing yourself, you're preparing your line. I want you to choose something, and I want you to type your answers in the comments below. What wisdom, if you could only choose one thing, would you pass on to the next generation? Are you actively mentoring someone younger right now? If you feel called to pass your wisdom on, type legacy in the comments. If you're ready to start mentoring, type impact below. And if you already are but want to do it more intentionally, type guide. When you comment, you're not just answering, you're inspiring other seniors reading this right now to rise up too. Your words may be the reason someone else decides to step into their generational role tonight. A woman named Sandra wrote to me last month. She's 68. She said, I thought my time had passed, but one day my granddaughter asked me how I overcame hardship, and 2 weeks later she shared them with her friends. Do you see? Sandra's influence is now multiplying through someone 2 generations younger. This isn't just family, it's legacy activation. This is where your 31-day daily high-impact planner becomes a quiet powerhouse. Use it to map out not just your own goals but what you want to seed into others. Write down 1 act per day, call a grandchild, and use this wisdom. You're shaping a future you may never physically see, but your impact will be there. I need you to feel the weight of this. Right now, unseen forces are rewriting what the next generation will believe, value, and do. Algorithms are training their minds, culture is shifting their morals, and yet you, the person watching this, still hold, and they already are. That's why this is urgent, that's why you're hearing this now. We've talked about your mind, your spirit, your body, and now your generational role, but even with all of this there's still something missing, something so hidden, so overlooked that even the most prepared seniors rarely see it. It's the one preparation that unlocks all the others. What one lesson do you believe the next generation desperately needs right now? Type it in the comments. Inspire someone else tonight, and if you're ready to rise up into your generational role, type I'm ready below, because what's coming next is the most important truth of all. Stay with me closely right now. What I'm about to share isn't just another tip. This is the quiet force that separates seniors. It's not even talent, it's something far deeper, and very few people ever see it clearly. It's systematic preparation, the 5th preparation. This is the point where everything you've been building, your mind, your spirit, your body, your generational role, either multiplies or evaporates. And I have to tell you, most people at this stage of life lose everything they've worked for, not because of lack of vision but because of lack of systems. Without a system, good intentions dissolve. Without a structure, wisdom leaks. Without a pattern, influence disappears. The reason why so many seniors have incredible experience but little influence is because they never built systems around what they know. They lived reactively instead of proactively, and when you're reactive you're easily replaced. It carries the vision forward whether you're present or not. This is not about control, it's about stability in chaos, and the chaos is coming. Most people think system means routine. That's only a fraction of it. A true system is a design sequence, your priorities set up in a way that keeps you moving even on your weakest days. It's not just about your schedule, it's about your structure of influence. This means how you manage your time, your focus, your relationships when you're tired, distracted, or under pressure. Systems protect your energy, systems amplify your wisdom, systems make your impact predictable instead of accidental. Let me ask you something, and I truly want you to write your answer below. Do you have a system for how you use your time each day? Do you have a system for how you share your wisdom with others? If your energy dropped tomorrow, would your influence keep moving without you? If you're ready to build systems around your life, type system in the comments. If you realize you've been living reactively and you're ready to change, type structure. If you already have one small system that works for you, like a morning ritual, a mentoring habit, or a learning rhythm, share it below. Your example could spark someone else's breakthrough tonight. When you comment, this is a story about a young man. For decades he ran a small business and mentored young people informally, but when he slowed down, everything stopped. His knowledge was trapped in his head. No one knew his methods. His influence evaporated. Then he did something different. He created a simple system. Every Monday he wrote down one key principle he'd learned and recorded a 5-minute audio note. He sent it to 3 young people. Those 3 began sharing it with others. Within months, his influence reached more people than when he was working full-time. Do you see? It wasn't more work. It was a system. This is where your 31-day daily high-impact planner becomes priceless. Use it to design your own system. Don't just list tasks. Map your rhythms. Decide when you'll learn, when you'll teach, when you'll rest, when you'll act. The planner becomes your personal infrastructure, a visible blueprint of your impact. Every checkmark, every rhythm you establish, sends a signal to your mind and body. I am intentional. I am building something that outlives me. Understand this. If you don't design your life, someone else will. If you don't create systems, you'll be absorbed into someone else's. The next few years will be defined by systems, digital, cultural, and financial, that are being built right now. If you're not proactive, you'll be living inside systems you didn't choose. And once you're inside them, it's hard to get out. This is why this is urgent. Because the window to build your own is closing. You've heard about your mind, your spirit, your body, your generational role, and now your systems. But even with all this, there's still one more preparation, one so hidden that even people who know about systems overlook it completely. It's the preparation that pulls all the others into alignment, the one that unlocks the hidden truth no one else has been willing to tell you. Stay with me. What's coming next could change how you see everything. Before we go there, tell me in the comments, what's one system you wish you had in place right now? If you could automate or structure one part of your life for maximum impact, what would it be? Type I'm ready if you're ready to build your systems. Type 1 will act if you're done living reactively. Because what's about to be revealed is the most important preparation of all. This is the moment everything we've been building toward comes together. I've been holding this back because it is the most important preparation of all. This is the one that separates those who merely survive from those who rise to their highest influence after 60. What you're about to hear is the hidden truth no one has been willing to tell you. It's been kept from seniors for decades. It's a pattern hidden in plain sight, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Tonight is symbolic. Tonight is not about the clock. Tonight means now, this very moment, not someday. Not when you feel ready. This exact second is your pivot point, your second chance, your wake-up call. And here it is. Your future is not written yet. After 60, you hold more influence, wisdom, and spiritual authority than at any time in your life, but only if you embrace it now. This is your strategic preparation. Your sixth preparation. Here's the pattern they don't want you to see. For decades, culture has told seniors, step aside, your time is over. That is a strategic lie. In truth, the second half of life is the moment of highest leverage. If you act strategically, you are not a bystander. You are not done. You are at the top of the mountain, with a view no one younger can see. But if you don't build a strategy around your wisdom, your influence will fade into noise. Strategy is what turns scattered effort into unstoppable momentum. It's the difference between drifting and directing. It's how you pivot from just living day to day to shaping the future deliberately. Most think strategy is for business or politics. That's wrong. Strategy is for life. It's the art of placing your energy, your time, your words, your relationships, and your wisdom where they will multiply, not dissipate. This means knowing what to stop doing. This means choosing where to plant your influence. This means designing your days not just for survival but for impact. When you move strategically, every conversation becomes a seed, every action a signal, every decision a ripple that shapes tomorrow. I want you to pause and answer this honestly in the comments. If you could design the next 10 years of your life intentionally, what would it look like? Who would you pour into? What would you stop doing immediately? Type now if you're ready to stop waiting. Type wake up if you know this message is for you tonight. And if you already have a strategy you're building, share one step you've taken below. Your comment may be the breakthrough another senior is waiting to see. Last year I met Margaret, 66. She told me, I thought my best years were behind me, but I realized my years of experience in teaching were exactly what young parents in my community needed. I built a simple plan to mentor 5 of them, now they're starting programs in their schools I could never have imagined. Margaret didn't get younger, she got strategic, and her influence exploded. This is why your 31-day daily high-impact planner matters so much. It's not just a notebook, it's your strategic map. Each day you fill it in, you're not writing tasks, you're sketching the architecture of your future. Use it to mark where you'll place your energy, who you'll invest in, what you'll cut out. Use it to build your pivot intentionally. Every page becomes proof that you're not drifting, you're directing. Please hear me. There's a window right now that will not stay open forever. Shifts are coming, technological, cultural, spiritual. The next few years will determine who shapes the future narrative and who disappears from it. If you delay, you lose your leverage. If you act now, you amplify your influence. This is why this video found you, because you're not supposed to wait, you're supposed to rise. Now that you've seen this hidden truth, you're only at the beginning. There are deeper layers, patterns, hidden even from most leaders that I'm going to share with you soon. They will show you how to turn your strategic preparation into unstoppable impact. but you cannot afford to miss it. If this message has stirred something in you tonight, type "I'm acting now" in the comments. Type "I'm pivoting" if you're making a decision to step into your influence now. And before you go, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss the next urgent message. Because what's coming next is the continuation of this truth, information no one else is telling you, but that you must hear. This is your second chance, your wake-up call, your moment of decision. Your future is not written yet. Write it strategically, starting now. Check my playlist for more videos. And I'll see you in the next one.